What's up, everybody? It's your boy G underscore Money Raiders coming at you today again with my take on the Daily Raider Report. Now, you know me, for those who watch my videos, I always give an honest opinion about everything. Remember, it's my opinion on the matter. Now, I'm a little upset because I believe that we could have won that game against the Rams. Our defense did suck, so I am going to admit that out the gates. And basically just give my opinion on what I think of what's going on. Now, what I do feel like on my take, and I do a take by take on each thing and how everything goes and how the team looks and who does what. Now, I give a rundown on what I think about each side of the ball, who stands out, and who, what does what. So first, I always start with the offensive side of the ball. Running wise, Marshawn looked great. Richard and Washington looked okay, but that could be due to the fact of them not running behind the number one offensive line, them running behind the backups. I do like the fact that the backups are getting more play with Donald Penn being out, so you need that versatility. And this football season, because you never know what may happen when someone gets injured, and you might need that person to fill in. So I do like the fact that that guys are getting gameplay time right now, considering with Donald Penn being out right now. So I was very very satisfied seeing what Marshawn could do behind our number one line. I was very happy about that. I was happy to also see how Derek Carr came out looking sharp. Now on that interception that he did throw, that wasn't Derek's fault. That was Crabtree's fault because Crabtree didn't finish running his route because he let the defender get in front of him during his route. Now, personally, I wish it was an option route on that play because just in case the defender did go cut his inside route out, then Crabtree could have went on the outside. And then Carr could have known that when he seen that. So I don't give that interception on Carr, put that on Carr. I just put it on Crabtree and the coaching staff of knowing that we got to make decisions on if a receiver's route is being taken away by a certain defender defending the play a certain way. You should have an option in there just in case that happens. So hopefully they'll get that part cleaned up. The offensive line, number ones, looked phenomenal considering we didn't have Donald Penn in there. Marshall Newhouse is doing fairly well at that left tackle position right now with D Penn out. So I don't want to hear any more. I'll listen to 95.7 the game. I listen to it every single day. So I listen to Greg Papa and Bonte Hill, Jolo and Dibbs. I listen to them. I'm all the way here in Atlanta, Georgia area. And I still listen to them, and I'll listen to them every single day, Monday through Friday, faithfully. So I am getting my Raiders news through my apps and through the radio, what's going on. So I also see the games, although they be late, but I still see them no matter what. So with that being said, I did like what I seen from the number one of the offensive line. Caliche was freaking awesome. Awesome. Gabe, awesome. Rodney, awesome. Newhouse, awesome. They didn't give up a sack on Derek Carr at all. None whatsoever. And that's what you gotta like, is the fact that they didn't give up any sacks. Receiver wise, oh my God, Amari Cooper looks into form shape. I love how the way he went up and grabbed that ball in triple coverage. I don't like the fact that Derek had to throw it in the air like that in triple coverage. I would have had more liked it thrown at an angle instead of throwing it up in the lob. But still, Amari Cooper, what a beast. You still went up to his highest point and got that ball. So I give you major props on that one right there. Crabtree, phenomenal. Phenomenal. Broke the ankles of the defender. I think his name was Hill, if I'm not mistaken. To get that touchdown in there, phenomenal. Phenomenal, Crabtree. So that's my take. I would have loved to see more Cordell Patterson in there doing some plays with him, with Derek. I like the fact that they got Cook in there early. I like the fact that they got the other tight end in with the Lee Smith, who got the touchdown earlier. So I like the fact that Derek is using his tight ends more in play. Second string, EJ Manuel didn't come out bad. Didn't have his better game this week, none whatsoever. I did like the fact of the matter that as soon as the coaching staff saw EJ didn't have a good day, they took him out and put Connor Cook in. So I did like that. Connor Cook did okay. A lot of it, guys, I just feel like in the preseason, it'd be a lot of vanilla plays because they're not trying to show their hands offensively or defensively. So you can't really get upset because remember, this is just these preseason games are just live training camp and live practices just done with a bigger audience, in preseason. Because you're really not, this is just a way of everybody getting their own advance of getting play in. So it's really not, you're not really getting a full indication of what the teams are going to be with your number ones majority of the time being out there. Because we all know that when the number ones get out there, they're going to play more consistently. And as the game goes along and as the weeks go by, you get better consistent play. So with everybody getting upset about what they're seeing, we have to calm down a little bit, because it's preseason. I mean, yeah, we want to see them win in the preseason, but it's a glorified practice game. That's basically what it is. So that's what I saw on offense. I liked Elijah Hood. He did very well. Good to see him out there running the ball as well. I didn't want to forget to make my notes with him. And then I wanted to give him a little shout out of the way he played as well. So that's pretty much, I liked the fact that we put up 21 points this time instead of 10 in the first game. So it was good to see that we were putting up points on the scoreboard. So, but like I said, offensively, Derek Carr looked great, looks ready, looks informed. I'm very happy with him on that, and I'm satisfied. So that's my take on the offensive side of the ball. On the defensive side of the ball, yes, there were some miscues. That was that when the Rams got the touchdown in the beginning of the game, the guy was wide open. Miscommunication once again. For them to get the touchdown, the guy was wide open. I mean, he blatantly was. Defensive line got the edges. Khalil got a sack, but like we say once again, that's the only guy that's getting the pressure. Jelly came in there and got a few plays as well, disrupting. I do see a lot of better run defense considering, because they are passing on us in this, in these games. And you guys got to remember, my take on this whole thing is we don't have our full defensive players in, because we don't have Garyon Conley and we don't have Obi Melifonwu. So, once those guys get in there, the Raiders can implement their full package defensively. So hopefully these guys get in before the regular season starts. Because like I said, right now, we just want, all they're doing if they're in the game right now, they're just basically honing their skills in. They're not really basically showing you what defensively, what they're going to be like schematic wise when the season rolls around. Right now, they're playing a lot of vanilla offense and a lot of vanilla defense. Just basically, everybody running up and down the field. I mean, it's basically like I said, a glorified practice game or a glorified Pro Bowl. Basically what all it is in my book. But what I did see on defensive lines, I didn't like what Kerry was doing. Kerry was getting toast. Now, everybody out there talk about Sean Smith and how much money Sean Smith is getting paid, blah, blah, blah. And I see all the comments of people writing about how, well, Kerry's not getting Sean Smith money. He may not be getting Sean Smith money, but he's still an NFL professional player. So if you go be getting on Sean Smith, I'm not defending Sean Smith. I'm just saying if you go be getting on Sean Smith, we need to get on Kerry as well. Because TJ Kerry was getting killed. And I mean killed out there. Not killed, killed. Okay? Plain and simple. It was just, when you watched it, he was just getting burned left, right, left. Don't matter. So he need to hone his skills up a little better as well. Who else did I didn't like? I'm gonna tell you all this right now. My prediction: Lee, the linebacker, he didn't. He didn't. We gotta give him time to catch up, to understand. I mean, we're asking a fifth round pick, Markel Lee, a fifth round pick, to come in and start, to be a middle linebacker who could play all three downs, meaning run stopper and pass defender. I don't see that just yet, but I do see Corey James. He was flying around the ball once again. Corey James should be our middle linebacker. Period, point blank. He looks way more comfortable this year than he did last year. I went back and looked at a lot of his film footage. I see a lot of guys on YouTube here putting out the film footage on certain players. And when you see these guys play, you can totally see how his play is totally better now than it was last year. And I think that's due to the fact of he don't have to think anymore. He can just go read and react. He's looking at the offensive line, seeing what the linemen are doing, and reacting to where the ball may be going. Period, point blank. Who else did I like? Shalom. Man, that guy was around the ball as well. I can't wait to see him and Obi in the backfield together one day. Shalom being the free safety, Obi being the strong safety, and man, we see how this all turns out. Because the way I'm looking at it here, this is freaking crazy how the way you got these two draft picks, Obi being the number 2 and Shalom being the number 7. But that number 7 pick, Shalom guy, man, he's showing me something. He is showing me something. So defensively, we need to get better. I'm really upset with David Amerson because David Amerson's tackling is atrocious. Like my boy Joe, Low and Diz, what's his name, Lorenzo O'Neal. His tackling is atrocious, and when I mean atrocious, you know what I mean, because Amerson's tackling has got to get better in my book. Period. A lot of these guys' tackling's got to get better, but I'm looking at Amerson over the years, and David Amerson's tackling is bad. So I'm gonna call it like I see it, good, bad, or indifferent. But for the most part, y'all, and my take, it was a better game, a better looking game from offense. Defense still has to pick it up, but I did like the fact that I'm not going to just throw it down on defense like that. I mean, in the end, you got, third rounders and everything going against each other, and they're a third group playing guy for a reason. That's just the way I look at it. You're not going to get that same play from a third than you are at a first or second. So that's just my whole take on it right now. But, our team is still going to be better. Read a lot of these comments about how the defense is going to be, the Achilles heel of this team. And I just wholeheartedly believe totally different, because you're going to have guys who didn't play in the beginning of the season last year. Let's say Mario Edwards Jr. He didn't play none until the very end of the season. So it looks like so far he's hurt. He hasn't played, he hasn't stood out, but give him some time to get back from the situation and the injury that he took. So we're going to see how his game play. I want to see him. Vanderdoes didn't really come up as much this game as I would have liked, but we'll see how it all comes out. We'll see how it all turns out. So this is my take on the Raiders game against the Rams. I'm going to always come back each week, like I said, and give you my take of what I feel and what I think about the team. So subscribe, press the subscribe button, like, comment, whatever it is you may like or don't like, or what I'm saying. If you have an opinion of what I think the team should do or shouldn't do. Eventually, I hope that everything will turn around, and eventually everything will come to be. Because like the coach said, he wasn't too happy about the defense. So, like I said, once again, this is my take. It's your boy G_Money Raider signing off from you. And you guys have a good one. Peace out.